just love the art. I love the art style. I love the aesthetic. The control scheme is easy to pick up, difficult to master. I love that. I wish this went on for 30 hours. Again, I enjoyed the Atlas Fallen, but it was a pretty long game, much longer than I was originally thinking it would be. Got a lot of value out of that game, which is nice. And of course, this game is an indie game. It's been out for 2 or 3 weeks now, and I think it's fairly cheap on Steam. Of course, Atlas Fallen is a full $50 game. This one I think is like 10, maybe 20 bucks. It'll be even more worthwhile once the online PvP comes out, as that should be happening sometime next month.
Susanoo banished Jinmu from the village and exiled him to the mountains.
That's what happened last time. I got banished.
Felt completely lost. The history of his clan, the atrocities committed by Amaterasu, Susanoo's just cause. Where was the truth in all of this? And where were the lies? Who was his daughter? What was the real reason for this conflict?
So pretty. I just love this, man. I love the kind of hand-painted aesthetic. I don't actually know if any of this was hand-painted, but it looks like it was. I just want to like lie down in the grass and just fucking breathe this in. What's up, required? Isn't this cool? It's such a cool game. It's cool visually, but it's also fun to play, which is really nice. It's called Sclash. Came out a couple weeks ago, and I'm digging it.
His grandmother had told him. In ancient times, Amaterasu had received the blessing of the mischievous goddess Kitsune in exchange for his blind devotion and unwavering
Wish I could
submission.
walk instead of you can only run. There's no walk button.
Not join her cult. That was the origin of this endless conflict. At least that's what Jinmu had been convinced of until yesterday.
Stylized, yeah. It's I was telling Gracie how I know the game is short, but the visuals are so pretty and it's so nice, and she was like, you know, it probably took the artists and the developers like untold months to like make all this by hand. I was like, you're probably right.
Anything anymore. Did death, lifeless bodies, pain and cruelty really have a meaning? Deep in Jinmu's soul, a conviction was beginning to emerge.
With my phone.
This war was futile and it could be stopped. And while he was lost in his thoughts, Jinmu continued to advance toward the mountains.
We sure are.
The grass became snow as the fresh air of the valley gradually gave way to the icy cold of the peaks. Without realizing it, Jinmu had arrived to the mountains. Legend had it that it was beyond these summits that the abode of the gods was located, and that before inhabiting the valleys, the first samurai had trodden this same snow. But today, it would have been surprising for anyone to inhabit such an inhospitable climate.
I remember last time when we were doing it was the end of chapter 1, and we were doing this kind of thing. We were kind of going from place to place, and there was the dialogue, or I guess the monologue, or soliloquy, whatever the word is. I guess it was a soliloquy given to us, the audience, that we accidentally interrupted one of them because we walked too fast from one thing to the other. So I'm trying to, like, you know, sometimes stop and smell the roses, so I'm not losing some of the dialogue.
Grandmother told me about it. Could she have already seen these mountains? The wind is blowing so hard, and I can't see a thing with this blizzard.
Like how the scarf is a fully 3D object that kind of bounces around everywhere, but everything else is very strictly 2D.
I can't go any further.
But what happens now? Also, I realized the speedrun for this game would probably be pretty simple. Well, that was the second chapter. Wow. So, chapter 1 was, you know, lots of combat, lots of story. Chapter 2 was, you go from place to place. I can appreciate the simplicity. Must have passed out. How'd you not die of hypothermia?
Young Raven, the wind that blows in this place is too fierce for your wings. Retrace your steps.
Who are you? A god? A ghost? Please, help me.
Who could this be? Oh shit. Whatever it is, we must murder. Oh, and we get we get got by the very first thing that challenges us. Alright, so that was not an expected death. Gotta get good. So once they require the sword to be drawn, right here, and it's time to get some stuff. Fuck him up. There we go. The implications is that we are very much killing things. I want to do the little, the like punch move. Just because I want to see what happens, but I never get close enough. I can never get close enough to do the little melee attack. Because it's supposed to just kind of knock them away, but there's really no point if they're... I guess that's the thing, though. If you're out of stamina, I guess it's a way to kind of get them away from you. But if they're in melee range, or if they're in the range of the sword, I mean, your sword reaches a lot farther than your fist does, so... They're going to be the danger zone a lot more than... Without requiring you to be... up close and personal in melee range. Oh, still more? Okay. One behind me? There sure is. Oh, unfortunate. They began their attack before I did, so it was fated. All the more reason to get good. That's how these things go. So if they begin their attack sooner, I should either dodge out or get ready for the parry, of course. Oh, that person like spawned right on top of me. That was a little weird. Somebody far to the left. There we go. It's a very cool animation when you get a successful parry. It's not like a guarantee, oh, now you can riposte. Easy peasy. They can still block just as easily, but it looks very cool, and it's a successful block, which is... that alone makes it worthwhile. Can I begin to swing and then dodge out? No, when you begin to swing, you full commit. So you cannot, like, cancel. That's stamina back. There we go. Oh, there's someone. There we go. Not anymore. I smell a boss battle, or at least a mini-boss.
A temple? Here?
That is a little
How can
unexpected.
anyone survive in these forbidden mountains? No matter. It's my last hope.
Are they going to be friends? I mean, we've been fighting a lot of not friendly things. It's a cool transition. That spear in the background. Pole arm. Who's this friend? Or is he a friend at all?
No one would have the strength to survive the storm of Orochi without my protection. Young samurai, who are you, and what are you doing here?
My name is Jinmu. I wander aimlessly. I was banished from my village.
A Ronin?
Because I disobeyed my chief's orders. Grandmother Susano preferred to send me away rather than tell me the truth.
Susano? So you are the grandson of Susano? In any case, you must leave. A boy of your kind would not last long in these mountains.
You don't look very young. I doubt you're more resilient than I.
Insolent! I am Izanagi, the first samurai, and this is the temple dedicated to the god Orochi. I still have some resources left in me, and I will show you.
There's that mini boss battle. Here we go. He's got 5 hits. Old Master Izanagi. Ooh, he successfully parried. I cannot get back any farther. There's a hit. 1 of 4. Parrying costs the juice. There we go. My juice is pretty low. There we go. Seems like you can kind of bait him a little bit. Ooh, but he did block that one. A good job of blocking. Got 2 hits left. Is it a perfect block kind of thing? Do I have to get creative here? So far, he's doing a good job. There's a hit. Let's go for the quick kill. Man's a brick house. Ooh. Oh, I tried to dodge past him, yeah. Oh, I got a few hits.
Be a lesson to you.
I have more than 1 hit, so I could have potentially defeated
With the exchange of blows, Jinmu's pendant came out of his clothes, which did not escape the old master's notice.
Your necklace. What are you doing with the enchanted pearl of Amaterasu around your neck?
What? But it's my mother's necklace. What else has Susano been hiding from me?
That's a beautiful irony of fate. Who would have thought such a miracle could happen one day? This changes a lot of things. Your story is, in a way, my story as well. Sit down, Jinmu.
We're kind of awkwardly having this
I have
conversation
many
while we've
things
got,
to
like,
tell
our
you.
backs to each other.
Long before
maybe now
you
we're
were
friends.
born, I was the first human to meet the gods who came from their garden across the Bridge of Destiny. They taught me the art of the blade to protect mankind, and in turn, I passed on this knowledge to my peers so that they could continue this sacred mission. We took the name of samurai. Under our watch, peace reigned, and the world was in harmony. You know them as mortal enemies, but at the time, Amaterasu and Susano were my 2 best disciples. There was a healthy rivalry between them, and they were close as only a brother and a sister can be. Time passed, and each started their own family. Susano adopted an abandoned child and raised him as her son. That was your father Oku. As for Amaterasu, I agreed to give him the hand of my heiress, with whom he then had a single daughter, Kushina. Life could have kept flowing quietly like this, but one day, my daughter fell gravely ill. Amaterasu prayed to the gods to save his wife, but in vain. He then turned to me, begging me to let him enter the garden of the gods to heal her with the divine water. But my loyalty to the gods came first, even before my daughter, and I refused his request. Amaterasu never forgave me, and thus his pain turned into hatred. This was when Kitsune, the fox goddess, chose to pour her venom into the ear of this suffering man. She promised him the survival of his beloved and the power to protect her. In return, Amaterasu had to commit to devoting himself exclusively to Kitsune and renouncing the other gods. Blinded by his pain and by the rage of feeling abandoned, my former disciple agreed to this pact. True to his word, he established the exclusive cult of Kitsune, and, ready to do anything to save his wife, he ruthlessly killed those who refused to follow his madness, and he even ended up seriously injuring me. Susano might have been able to reason with Amaterasu, but without warning anyone, she had already gone to fetch the sacred water for him. When she returned, she found the village in flames and bloodshed. Devastated by this bout of madness from the man she had always considered her brother, she swore not to let these crimes go unpunished. And in her quest for justice...
Kushina.
Oh.
That's my mother's name.
That's weird, but I
So
didn't
that
press
means-
anything. But anyway, we got the
Amaterasu's
story.
daughter is my mother.
Jinmu, you are a descendant of the Aki and Natsu clans.
But then, Amaterasu is my grandfather? And you're my... distant ancestor?
What the fuck do I call you? Granduncle?
Great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather.
It is this family connection that has brought you here safely.
I just noticed the weird... I don't have a mouse cursor right now, but there's like little weird glowing eggs around us.
Your magic necklace is a token of affection given by Amaterasu to his daughter, through which he passed on his protection to you in turn, a love that protected you from Orochi's blizzard.
So Amaterasu doesn't know that my mother is dead, and thinks she's kidnapped?
Yes. Susanoo kept everything from him to protect your parents, and you, the product of their forbidden love.
Even after all this time, she continues to hide the truth from him.
Maybe Tengu deliberately obfuscated her mind to perpetuate her feud with his rival.
Hatred, wars, it's all the gods' fault. Now that I know everything, I must be able to dissipate their confusion. I have the blood of both sides in me. I might be able to appease them.
Arrogant! You cannot stop the course of history alone, and certainly not against the will of the gods.
But you were their master. What if...
Do not count on my help. I can no longer leave these mountains. If you plan to go back, I will not stop you.
Ah. So I have to challenge the gods in order to stop this absurd war. But a human triumphing over the gods is unthinkable. Despite knowing the truth, I still feel like I'm at a dead end.
It is my duty to watch over my descendants. You can stay with me if you want. I will not intervene between my two disciples, but I can at least offer you a place here.
Thank you, Izanagi.
So he is a friend. Just a friend we had to defeat in combat once. I wonder if we actually could have defeated him. We got hit, we lost, but I wonder if like he was guaranteed to have perfect block. The thing is, if he runs out of stamina, he can't block anymore. So yeah, maybe it doesn't really matter. But I wonder if we could have taken him. You know. Whomst are you? Oh, an elder. Okay. Let me guess. I can't go back any further. Nope, I cannot. Like the smattering of feathers. He doesn't look like a feathered lad. More like more of a wolf than the ravens we were with earlier. Got him on the ropes. He's out of there.
Ah, you've beaten me again. You're probably the strongest samurai I ever faced, aside from Izanagi.
He says again, who is this?
Still not enough. I don't stand any chance against
Also, weird how
Susanoo and
he's
the
still
god
got the blade
protecting
out.
her.
He's like ready to go. Isn't that kind of weird?
Only a fool would provoke Susanoo. She asked for the power of a god and received it, without even needing to make a pact.
Maybe he was supposed to sheath the sword.
Without a pact? How could she possibly
Or maybe he's
seek
gonna
the
murder
help
me
of
after
a
this
god
conversation
without
ends.
consequences?
Those were different times. We once had a better relationship with the deities. There was a balance. If a god liked you, they would sometimes offer their help without asking for anything in return. And we didn't need to guard this bridge like we do today.
Oh, I think some time has passed. I think that's the thing. We stay with Izanagi, and we spar with this guy every so often. I think that's
so
the
it is
gist.
possible for gods to offer help without a
So
pact.
some time has passed.
Yes, but that was before Kitsune and then Tengu broke this peace. Everything changed, unfortunately, and we can never hope to stop those two again. The other gods were furious when the situation got out of hand. Fortunately, the snow of Orochi calmed their wrath.
Maybe I have an idea. A way to defeat them. It's worth a try.
Anyway, can I move now, or are you just... Okay. It's not gonna chop my head off.
The story Izanagi told Jinmu had convinced him that he should stop the war himself. The two rivals, blinded by their hatred, would listen to none but their idols. But Jinmu would force them to return to reason. And if he had to fight them for it, then so it would be. Fortunately, he felt like the words of the samurai had opened a way for him. With a fresh impetus,
Ooh, I like that word.
Jinmu quickened his pace.
That's a good word of the
If he
day.
could convince a higher being to help him, that power might be enough to end this madness. He just needed a push to rise to their level. The blessing of a god who would work for peace. Divine help, once again, for the very last time.
We're exiting the snow areas. We're getting some, what I'm assuming are cherry blossoms. Nice pinky trees. God, this... I keep saying it, but it's so true. This game is so pretty. I love this so much. Just want to stop and smell the roses. Oh, I see a sword. Oh, it's Nagi. What's up, friend?
I should have known. You want an audience with the divine to receive their power.
You got it.
I cannot let you cross this bridge. The gods must not interfere in mortal affairs any further. Haven't you learned any lessons from the mistakes of your elders and their terrible pacts?
Just one last time. To put out the fire of war they have ignited, to repair all the misfortunes they have caused. Only a god can help me fight on equal grounds against Tengu and Kitsune.
Bringing a supreme being into the situation will only make things worse. It is a noble goal, but you do not realize what you are doing. I am the guardian of the Garden of the Gods, and this heavy responsibility falls upon me. I failed to stop your grandparents, and because of that failure, they are still struggling in an endless war. But I will not let you pass.
We gotta prove ourselves. We couldn't defeat him earlier. We were one hit short. That would have been a good time to use the melee attack. Got him, actually, he's really up against the ropes, but he just got his stamina back.
It belongs to Orochi. These snowstorms were your doing. What
It's beating the shit out of him.
You received a divine gift yourself.
Okay, I gotta slow the ropes here. Slow the train here. I pump the brakes, whatever the phrase is.
You may be strong, but your eyes
But we're getting nested, or not nested, but overlapping conversations.
I can defeat you.
You know nothing of the
Sorry,
pact that binds
everyone
us.
just one step at a time, please. It's too much. It's the overlapping NPC conversations from
believe
Atlas
this.
Fallen all over again. We can't escape it.
All I can do now is pray that things do not get worse.
I promise to settle everything.
I recognize here the arrogance of your grandfather. But very well, I can admit defeat. Cross the bridge before I change my mind.
So see, he himself had previously, I guess, made a pact with the gods. He was able to conjure the storms. Is he still here? No, he is not. Achievement unlocked. I get the little Steam bottom right-hand corner pop-up with the overlay, and then I get the top center in-game achievement. Ba-bong!
Jinmu had triumphed over the first samurai and prepared to enter the realm of the gods. His confidence and determination renewed.
This is so cool.
Here I am.
Oh, pretty water.
Finally in this
Amazing water in this
legendary
game.
garden. Magnificent. No painting could do it justice.
Now we get the reflections, get the little water
But it is
splishy
strangely
splashies.
empty.
It's so pretty.
No. I feel like I'm being watched.
I can't just run off the edge. By a dragon, of all things. Parthenax, is that you?
Dares enter our lands? It's been a while since a mortal disturbed us.
There's a little, since this is a bubble tea drink, a bubble tea beverage, there's little tapioca balls at the bottom.
My name is Jinmu. I'm the disciple and grandchild of Susanoo. Nice to meet you, your, godliness.
Godliness is next to cleanliness,
Don't try
or something.
to flatter me, you foolish youngster. Tell me why I shouldn't just devour you, right?
I came to offer
Press
a
the button
deal.
by accident.
Am
Let's
I
make
to
a deal.
Understand that you want to make a pact.
That's
with a
right. Never had
god?
bubble tea. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I do really like it. If I had to recommend a bubble tea thing, I probably wouldn't start with the canned stuff just because it's not as good. But yeah, lots of bubble tea and boba tea stuff is. I mean, I really enjoy them. It's a fun beverage. They're usually not very healthy, obviously, but you know, there's usually lots of sugar, but they're very pleasant.
No way. I don't want to do that. I just need your help to bring peace among the mortals.
You have nothing to offer. Why should I accept?
Our wars are the result of your carelessness and the prideful desires of some other gods who used humans. It's your responsibility to fix this.
Oh, what's up, Josephus? Hope you're doing well, bud. This is Metroidvania. Not particularly. This one's pretty linear. It's pretty straightforward. I would say it's kind of like a 2D version of Bushido Blade, but with a kind of a more Street Fighter, like 2D traditional fighting game arrangement, because it's just a 2D game.
How dare you?
No
give me
platforming,
orders
no
and
jumping,
question our ruling?
real simple. It's really more, it's kind of a Nidhogg, like, I guess if I had to compare it to anything. It's like a Bushido Blade Nidhogg.
What arrogance! Why should the war between
It's the story mode, as you
Kitsune
might
and
guess.
Tenku be my problem?
Your greatness is only expressed in the devotion of those who submit to you. If the wars between them continue, humans will forget about the other gods. Grant me your power, and I'll restore lasting peace, and all the gods will be honored equally.
Yay, everyone will be happy.
Very ambitious bet. You think you can stop all these wars alone?
If someone can do it, it's me, by virtue of my blood. With your help, I will succeed, and the providential god who will have helped me will be covered with praise by grateful humans.
It's like the whole thing that gods are always down for. It's like, well, I do like being showered with praise. That is kind of my thing.
Interesting points. All right then, let's restore the peace between the clans.
So maybe now we get that charge ability.
That's it? You're convinced? You don't want to kill me anymore?
I haven't eaten humans in ages. It's bad for digestion, and I like your energy, little creature.
He got
I just
moxie.
wanted to scare you, to test you, and you dared to challenge me.
So it was true. All I had to do was ask nicely.
You weren't even polite. Anyway, if you want to leave with my power, you'll have to prove yourself worthy.
Ooh, so now who do we fight?
Show me you can handle it, and entertain me. If you're not up to the task, I'll send you down the waterfall.
The contractions out. Oh, I actually didn't realize that, Ogos. That's very interesting.
Nobody can beat me with
Because
this
you're right,
power.
yeah, that is kind of
There's
that's an
no
interesting
way I'll
linguistic
lose.
point that, yeah, it does kind of lose some of that accuracy. Yeah, the contractions, yeah, it is, I am. So, yeah, there's no way I will lose would be the, the proper way to say that.
Well, at least you have to be able to receive my strength, channel the incessant flow of
They also wouldn't be speaking English, so I guess there's that. We'll just say this was
my power brings
generously
life,
translated to a modern
soothes
audience.
wounds. Use it well.
But that the original
And
texts
prepare
followed
to
a more
exceed
traditional
yourself.
approach. Go through a portal now. Hold the button to charge your attack. I thought we were going through a portal. That's just to test it then. So you hold it. You can move while it's being held. And you get so a regular attack has that much reach. So if I like stand back here, pretty much where that bush ends is where this attack reaches. Whereas a fully charged attack has about double the reach. Fashionably modern hair. Yeah, it's a little silly. It's a little silly. Oh, what now? Oh, my reflection. Is this a Dark Link situation? Good job, me.
Yeah.
If that really is me.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, me is a chump.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can't block the charged attack.
Yeah.
Oh, he dodged into it, the fool!
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing it. Or I'm doing it. Ouch! So, of course, when you're charging it, you are vulnerable, and you can't block while you're in mid-charge. So you have to be careful about your distance. Cool lighting effect here with, like, the way everything kind of glows. You could even say it glows. Oh, we clanged off each other. I didn't know that was a thing. So if you attack at the exact same time, the swords will clang.
Yeah.
I don't think it does additional damage. He does a good job of getting the fuck away from me. Whenever I'm using that attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he did get that a little bit sooner than I did. Just a little bit. I think I might have to play more defensively against this guy. He's pretty good. Which is me, is pretty good. Except he's better than me, so I'm better than myself. I guess it's because he couldn't quite get past me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He can't get past me, so he kind of like reverts back. It's not that he's dodging into me. Oh, man, 3 quick ones right there. 3 quickies.
Yeah.
Nothing else that kind of forces him to get the fuck out of dodge, which does a good job of getting rid of a bunch of his stamina. Oh, so you can block it, but you lose a lot of stamina.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say, he doesn't have the stamina to block me. Well, he probably could have blocked that one attack, but he would have been toast after that. Yeah, really, it's a stamina management. Oh, that was close. He almost got my ass. It becomes a stamina management game in cases like this. Almost got me there. Do I have my reflection back? No, I do not. Now I'm a vampire because I have no reflection.
Time since I've had so much fun. You have proven yourself, little being. Now go and stop these wars.
I knew he said little being. It sounded like he said little bean. I'm a
Climb on
bean.
my back. In my great kindness, I will drop you at the heart of the valley. My young recruit cannot make the journey on foot, and it will do me good to stretch my scales.
I don't think you really stretch scales when you're a dragon, but I'm not gonna turn my nose up at a free ride. That was chapter 4. We're cruising along,
Now,
man.
under the protection of Ryujin's torrents, Jinmu felt capable of ending the fighting without bloodshed. But the 2 stubborn rivals would probably refuse to hear any of it.
The fighting has started again. Susano, you don't want peace. You just want to continue the senseless killing.
Oh, speaking of which, who do we get to kill senselessly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Clang. I think it's just these 2 in front of me. Nope. I was about to say, I wonder if I can get 2, like a 2-for-1 kind of specialty. Also, we got the cool glowiness ability. Very nice. I have to move forward before they actually spawn. Yeah, you heard the noise. Swing. Oh, I was hoping I could actually beat them to the punch there. Dang it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna sheath the sword, that way I can run a little bit faster. As you would expect, you run faster when the sword is not drawn. Although that does go up against what we learned in Counter-Strike, where you move faster when you've got your knife out.
Yeah.
This is not a knife, it's a katana, but it's just a big knife.
Yeah.
So it means I move faster, right? Move twice as bigly faster.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure that was gonna work. I was kind of past him a little bit. I could have gone for the melee hit too, for that matter. Oh, Jesus. That's the wrong button. Oh, I pressed the shoulder button. In my mind, I like defaulted to Smash Bros, where you press the shoulder to roll, or not to roll, to block. So like my time with Smash Brothers over the years kind of betrayed me a little bit there. I gotta get good to the A button. A button to block is a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just blocking each other. I gotta get the fuck out of this person.
Yeah.
One. Oh, I don't want to attack. I want to attack the guy behind me. All right, sure, that's fine too. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I got one. This charge ability is kind of overpowered, honestly. It's really good. But you have to use it wisely. You have to be smart about using it. You have to not put yourself in a weird position, because positioning and stamina use. I would say this game is actually more like Dark Souls than Atlas Fallen was. Because of, you know, the aforementioned mechanics. Let's see, there's Dexter dog. Let's get this dog. Get this doggy, man. I might take him outside in a little bit, but let's continue this a little. Nice thing is I can have him in my lap and play with the controller simultaneously. Easy peasy. Get Dexter mans. I expect there'll be more combat in this area as well with these same folks. Oh, you just heard it. Yep, there it is. I don't know if that got picked up by the microphone, but Dexter just went a little doggy noise. Little doggy grunties. Got one of them. I was hoping I'd be able to get them both. Yeah, utilizing, if not abusing, this charge ability is kind of the gamer move. Except, look, there we go. We got a 2-for-1 special right there. Oh, I shouldn't have. I was actually thinking I'd go for the melee attack. It seems like the melee attack is something that you should only use when you find yourself in that situation. You shouldn't really go out of your way to try to position yourself to use it. But I don't know. I don't know what it does. I've never had a situation where I really could use it. What Dexter did is yawnies. So they missed. Maybe I should be blocking less and dodging more. Like in the case like that, yeah, just block. They don't get the chance, because there's kind of a cooldown when you can attack next. Okay, but you can still do the parry pretty quickly. There we go. This cool blue glowy effect thing we got going on.
No!
Oh my.
Akiko! Not you! Stay
Oh,
with
that
me,
was our best
Akiko!
friend earlier, right? Our childhood buddy. Presumed dead. And on fire, too. We got an achievement. Meet with Akiko
here
again.
you are,
I mean, we...
Jinmu.
Sure,
I was
briefly.
looking forward to our next meeting. I knew you would come back. You fought with
Look at
the
this
sun,
doggy.
and you want to measure yourself against it again. But this time, little crow, all that awaits you is to
Look at this
burn
good
your
boy. He's a
wings
sleepy
there.
dog.
I'll kill you!
Oh, aggressive right off the bat.
So, Jinmu, you are no longer seeking peace? Did I give you my power to perpetuate the cycle of hatred?
Ryujin. It's so hard. I think I'm starting to understand them. I feel so much rage, but I must not let myself be consumed by hatred. Amaterasu, I was banished by Susanoo and I am no longer here to fight.
That demon. She didn't want to hear a word from her own disciple. That doesn't surprise me coming from her. You deserve a wiser leader. Like me. That is why you're here. You seek refuge with your former enemy, now that you know who is trustworthy.
Of course not. I'm here to talk to you about your daughter.
My daughter! Have you seen her? How is she?
Oh, now we get to be the one to tell him. Who's gonna tell him?
Listen, Amaterasu. Your cursed fight has been in vain for a long time. My mother, she died giving birth to me.
What are you talking about? So that's it? She sent you to confuse me? What cowardice! That's stooping pretty low, even for you, Susano.
But no,
Silence! You've said enough! I'll disperse the darkness of your lies with my shining sword.
Not knowing, not recognizing the whole lineage situation here. Oh. Hello? Did I click outside the window or something? Start. X, Y, start, space, enter. What's going on? I'm being weird. The game lock up or something? Let's continue. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's sometimes hard to tell which is the highlighted one. Yes, look at the arrow. That's the thing that tells us. So let's continue. Had a bit of an odd controller input thing. Let's hope that was just a temporary thing. Because, I mean, I very much have control right now, obviously. Weird that it just kind of lost control while we were in mid-conversation here. I'm just going to skip over the stuff we already read.
I feel... Amaterasu...
That...
Of course... I'm here... Listen...
So it was right when he was saying, like, but enough talk, have at you, basically.
No!
Oh, well, yeah, alright, so that was the enough talk.
You have new strength, which extinguishes my flames.
You don't understand! They loved each other!
Don't listen to him, Amaterasu. Their words are lies. Kill him!
So we can even hear the kitsune whispering sweet nothings. Kind of fucking him up right now. What's up, Aaron? It was the Cliff Note version, yeah. It was the TLDR version of the conversation.
Whatever Kitsune says is false.
Well, we're just kind of whooping this guy's ass right now. I almost feel bad for him. Fucked him up entirely.
I lost. Susano took everything from
Yeah, we had to
me.
skip ahead just because we had some kind of snafu where we our controller kind of lost focus. We couldn't bring it back, but now we good.
No. You were simply blinded by your anger. Open your eyes. Look.
Interesting how he, as that fight progressed, the arena became more and more on fire. But that fight went so quick because we whooped his ass so efficiently, we didn't even notice it until now.
My pearl.
This is proof of their love. It should be enough for you to understand that your daughter joined my father willingly and happily. Perhaps she simply couldn't bear to live without him.
Forgive me, Kushina. It's all my fault. Your mother is gone. You were my only reason to go on. What have I done? What good is power if I have no one left to protect? Jinmu, I killed your father. He came in peace to tell me she was pregnant, thinking he could convince me to stop fighting for a better future. Kitsune convinced me he was lying. I thought I was protecting her. It's my fault. Everything is falling apart. Kill me. Take revenge.
I am tempted. But that
I've thought
is
about
what
it.
you would have done.
I thought about it.
And it would free you from the weight of your mistakes. Your actions have shattered lives. Your punishment will be to live with your mistakes and work for a better future. Get rid of your fox to start paying your debt. I'll take care of reasoning with Susano.
Alright, so one half of the conflict has been reasoned.
Susano will listen to you even less than I did. She hates me and will do everything to continue the fight. You don't know the whole story. Despite all my efforts,
My wife could not escape her fate. I was left with only my daughter to protect. I then asked Susano for a truce. Against all odds, she agreed, on the condition that her son would marry my daughter. At first, I gave in.
But then, if they had your agreement, why did she leave without telling you?
Kushina never dared to tell me how she felt about your father. Because of Kitsune's words, I thought this was another attempt by Susano to seek revenge by kidnapping my daughter. So in the end, I refused their marriage. But she disappeared a few days later. I thought she had been kidnapped. Enraged, I resumed hostilities. You know the rest.
Another betrayal. So close to peace. Susano has every reason to hate you. But now I have the power of Ryujin. I can calm her down.
With combat.
I am her own grandson.
I can calm her down by beating the shit out of her.
I don't want to fight her. But I will, if I must.
Good luck, Jinmu. May the gods be with you.
Thanks. By the way, you should maybe, you know, get out of the whole burn everything down thing that's happening right now. Just, you know, as an FYI. With murder, that's right. Murder her with calmness. Or calm her with murderness? Something like that. People talk about killing with kindness, but killing with murderness? Or calmness? No, actually killing with murderness sounds more fun.
Amaterasu's rage was extinguished. Thanks.
That was
to the
cool
truth.
timing. The way she said the word extinguished, we got out of the
Could
fire
Jinmu
zone.
bring a clearing in Susanu's storm?
We're gonna have some friends to fight along the way, though. Oh, no, she's right here. Never mind.
Jinmu,
Hi.
Susano.
it's pointless to come and beg. You don't understand our fight. You don't understand me. I want you far from all of this.
Izanagi explained everything to me. My parents, my connection to Amaterasu.
That irrelevant old man who never speaks, entangled in his inaction. I should never have shared my problems with him.
We can stop all of this. Your enemy is ready to pay his debt and has stopped the fight. Please!
It's impossible. Your mother is no more, same as your father. There's no turning back. Amaterasu never did any of the things he says. There's only war, and you must leave.
Why do you only understand violence? Stop! Amaterasu knows about my mother's death. He has accepted it.
So yeah, when you do a successful block, you get all your stamina back. Anyway, there's a hit.
Jinmu, don't believe his lies.
He only wanted her happiness.
Oh, sorry, we interrupted you again,
He
lady, but it
admitted
had to be
his
done.
mistakes And will respect her will through mine.
Oh, yeah, another. You want to dodge into me again so I can fuck your shit up?
His daughter's happiness? Respecting her will? How dare he pretend such a thing? And when he killed your father,
pressed the wrong button. In a
do you think
panic.
he respected his will? Did that make her happy?
She dodged into me again. The fool!
I cannot forgive him for the
Oh, what
murder
was
of my
that?
son who came
Oh,
in
it was a
peace.
lightning bolt. I thought it was like something she did. Like a melee, like a ranged attack or something.
Oh, your parents, you can't understand. You're
Ooh, I almost got her actually. Oh, she got me there. Yeah, she's a tougher fight than Amaterasu. We fucking ruined that man. We ended his whole career. Now, thankfully, it does skip all the dialogue, so we could just go right to the combat. It's like we just fast forward through it. We just speak really quickly.
Amaterasu knows about my mother's death. He has accepted it.
I do like how we get the... Oh, I should have attacked while she was low. I like how we get the stuff where you can hear the gods whispering sweet nothings.
Jinmu, don't
Oh, I was
believe his
hoping she'd be
lies. Kushina
unable.
knew that Amaterasu would never accept her union with Aki. And she can't.
Only
Ooh, there we
wanted
go.
her happiness. He admitted his mistakes and will respect her will through mine.
His daughter's happiness? Respecting her will?
There we go.
Dare
Yeah, if we
he
can
pretend such a thing?
pace ourselves, not even
And when
pace
he
ourselves,
killed your
space ourselves
father,
correctly,
do you think he
we can kind of
respected
force her to
his
dodge
will?
into us.
Did that make her happy?
Kind of a quirk of the AI more than anything. I feel like it's a little bit exploitative.
Not forgive him for the murder of my son who came in peace. I must avenge
But it is working.
Know your parents. You can't understand.
There it is. Yeah, it really is that simple,
Powerless
honestly.
against Tengu. Oh, I refuse to give up. Oh, why isn't my body responding anymore?
Amaterasu? Yeah, I don't know if it's like all kind of alluding to the same mythology. I know at the beginning they did say this game borrows heavily from existing mythology. No, I think that was it was Tiramisu. That's the guy. His name was Tiramisu, and he was delicious.
You can't end this war for my parents. Do it for me, so that the legacy of your son, of our
It was
clan,
a
can live
tiramisu,
on.
just one, a singular tiramisu.
You have truly surpassed me. Sometimes when you speak, you remind me so much of your father.
What was he like?
Impulsive. But he had a big heart, like you. When he found out his wife was pregnant, he aspired for a better future for you.
The major deities in Shinto.
That's why he
What
wanted
is
to
Shinto?
talk to Amaterasu.
Since that sounds delicious, Game and Browse. Hell
I
yeah!
knew very
Sign
well
my
that
ass
he
up,
wouldn't
Aaron.
listen. I forbade him from going, but stubborn as he was, he went anyway. He might still be alive if I had gone with him. Maybe we could have changed things.
Susano, I'm sorry for what happened. We need to stop these fights that you perpetrate in the name of your gods. It doesn't make sense anymore. The past can't be changed.
It's a religion. Gotcha. Okay. She looks so sad. She's got her head down. It's raining right now.
You may be right. I'm no better than him. I let Tengu guide my steps to satisfy my vengeance, and I caused bloodshed that I could no longer control.
Will you listen to me? Is it really over?
The cool gateways, yeah. Yes, that is what I think of when I think of Japan. You are not
I'll
wrong.
always hate him for what he did. Nothing he can do will ever pay his debt. But you're right. My son won't come back. You, however, are here. So let's do things your way for once.
Thank you. I will show you that I am worthy of your trust. With the power of Ryujin, I will protect this peace. I will dedicate my life to it. I swear it.
Thank you, Jinmu. I hope you won't repeat our mistakes.
And there it is. There's the end of story mode. So that means we've successfully fulfilled the conditions for not one, but two dares. Of course, we did the giveaway for the first one yesterday.
Home. Those rascals went back with their tails between their legs, and I will join them in our return home.
We'll do the giveaway for this game at the end of tonight's stream.
Thank you, Ryujin. I couldn't have done this without you.
The channel point redemption for the giveaway is available right now. It's 500 channel points to get a raffle
Fine.
ticket.
I had a lot of fun, and it was time to calm those two troublemakers down. But tell me, what will you do now?
I think it's now my duty to work towards maintaining peace, like the first of the samurai, with the help of your power.
The power of a god can do many things. I can extend your life and heal your wounds, but you won't become immortal. When you die, what will happen to this peace?
That's no problem. I am still young, I have time. And I will create the Haru clan and trust future generations to be the guardians of peace. I'll tell them of our adventures. I'll talk about your help, and I'll train them to carry on our will even after my death. You won't mind having a few more followers, will you?
You're really funny, little human.
Spirits
I
and all
like
things.
flattery. Well,
Yeah, I
then,
recognize that
you
phrase,
can
Kami.
keep my power. You seem to
Which
know
of course
where
is a
you're
thing that
going.
we see
Good
utilized
luck,
or like
Jinmu.
kind of referenced in
And I
a
hope
number
we
of
never meet
anime
again.
things. You know, just a number of things we see from Japanese fiction. So that kind of explains the basis of a lot of that. But that is the end of story mode. Like I said, we're going to be doing a giveaway, not for this game. The giveaway is for a different game. It's called
Jinmu put
Ranmu
an
2.
end to the war, pacified the defeated samurai, and drove away the manipulative gods. The gods left the mortal world, and it was decided to destroy the bridge that led to their garden, so it would remain so. Jinmu founded the Haru clan to maintain this peace, and the balance among the samurai was restored. However, with the clan
course,
still holding on to
there was
some
gonna
of
be a
their
however.
past grudges, it was decided that the year would be divided into 4 periods. Each would see the succession of the protection of the 4 legendary warriors who would take turns watching over the world and its people. Over the years, the samurai clans and their stories eventually faded behind many myths shaped by the passage of time.
So the implication is that each of
The
these
names of the legendary fighters gave birth to divine tales.
each of these legendary fighters is like the basis for a season, I guess. 1/4 of the calendar year.
Of these 4 legendary clans, Haru, Natsu, Aki, and Fuyu, only their protection remains today. A trace of divine power so strong that it affects this world and ours. It is this eternal cycle that we call the 4 seasons. The living testimony of the samurai legacy, those who showed the world that peace and prosperity are possible when war is replaced by reconciliation and forgiveness.
There we go. Sclash, good freaking stuff. I really liked it. I really liked the story mode. And of course, there is multiplayer. There is the PvP stuff. Right now, it's just local PvP. Eventually, there will be an online PvP option. And of course, with the remote Steam, what do they call remote play option in Steam, you can already do online matches, but just with people in your friends list. It's kind of harder to do fights against randos. But no, I liked it. I like this a lot. I like the story mode. I wish there was more of it, honestly. Like, it was very short, but I was warned ahead of time it was going to be pretty short. That it would take an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to go through the entirety of the story. And I don't know. I mean, I think it was very, very good. I don't know if I would stream this again, per se, even when the online PvP stuff comes out. I would be curious, though, if they were to ever do some kind of, like, additional single-player chapter, or if there was a Sclash 2, I would be interested. But it ended in a pretty put a bow on most things kind of manner, so I wouldn't expect there to be much room for much else. But no, I like this a lot. The gameplay is good. The overall mechanics are nice. The one downside is that, yeah, once you kind of figure out the charge attack has a method where you can kind of exploit the AI to pretty reliably kind of fall into your attack when they try to dodge past you. But that's just how these things go sometimes. Maybe that's on me. Maybe I shouldn't have been utilizing it, but once I found it, I was like, oh, can I just keep going with this, actually? So that's just these things happen with games that have a combat system like this, especially one where you have a one-hit kill. You know, you get hit once and you're out. So you're kind of incentivized to find ways to make it happen. This game was made in Unity. I know I see it every time I launch the game. And that's all the stuff they used. Discord, Visual Studio, all the big ones, as you'd expect. This game came out I think just less than a month ago.
Thank you for having played the game, Samurai.
And you, the player. Bonus challenges. All right. Let's see what that's going to entail. Got Amateratsu's mask. And his katana. And Suzanu's. And a cool lotus flower sword. I'm kind of curious. 1 life challenge. Okay, so you go until you until you die. Relax mode. So I see relax mode. I thought that was the poop emoji. I really thought that was the poop emoji. I think it's a bunch of rocks. I think relax mode means you don't die, I guess. Time attack means you go fast. And firewall means you're like in a hurry, I think, which is kind of interesting. No charge, no punch, no dash, no parry. I'm kind of curious about firewall mode. Try that out real quick. So they have some fun little modifiers. That's a nice way to kind of mix it up.
This story takes place a long time
I'm just gonna skip
ago,
past this.
in
I like the
another
bottom right
world,
corner that shows
where
that.
talented.
So the
As he'd done
firewall's
since
going.
a young age, Jinmu warmed up in the dojo.
Yes, I'm
following the
warming up, but
training
there's something
required by
behind me and
the
I'm trying to go
chief.
fast.
He was the most
Sorry, lady, I'm
promising
gonna have to be like
disciple.
cooking it here.
He put in
so I don't
quite
get
the
cooked.
effort, firmly hoping to one day play his part in the
I'm not gonna play through the whole
protection
game.
of
I
his
just want to
people.
like do the first couple fights.
He knew this
Or go
for
until I get
sure.
got, basically.
The Natsu clan leader, Amaterasu, was no man to call a truce.
We'll be having conversations with
Jinmu knew
NPCs
the
and I'll be like,
origin of
listen,
the
can this
Natsu
wait?
clan
There's a
like the
fucking
back of
thing
his
behind me.
hand. Like everyone else, he was aware that Susanoo's
Swing.
eternal rival had betrayed her twice. Turning
I do not have
against
the
his own
charge.
allies
Yeah, I
and
missed the charge.
mercilessly slaughtering
It
his
is pretty
comrades
nice.
to satisfy his selfish desires. It was because
They
of
spawn in front of me,
Amaterasu that
and I can
Jinmu
murder them
lost
easily.
both his father and
Oh,
his
never mind.
mother, whom he had never known, and so Susanoo had to raise
And
him
now I think
in
we're
their
good.
stead. Yet,
Trying to go
it was
fast,
not
man.
out of
Trying to go fast because that
vengeance
firewall's gonna
Jinmu
be
wished to
be
fight,
nipping at my
but to
booty pretty soon
protect
here.
his own. Jinmu's training.
Finally.
All right, so we gotta go, man. We gotta freaking go. This firewall thing is not gonna be nice. Poor Akiko. Akiko kind of gets a raw end of it because she gets defeated here, and she falls over looking very
I
dead.
won.
Oh no, she doesn't. She just disappears. But
His confidence.
and then we
was
meet her
not
later, and she's
misplaced.
got her own sword
None
stuck
of his
through her. She's on
seniors or
fire.
superiors could defeat him.
Is that really necessary? Actually, pretty alright
But
so
even
far.
though Jinmu outstripped all his peers, he still hadn't managed to surpass his master.
Firewall is yet to become an issue. I wonder. I mean, there's gonna be a time where it kind of resets back to like when we get exiled. There's gonna be like a hard wall behind us. Let's go and skip this.
Jinmu,
Now, so far the firewall is yet to come back, which is good. Also, I wonder if now that I know the game a little bit better, I wonder if I can do better against like the real shit fight we do against her, where she has all 7 of her hit points. Then skip
your
that.
training is complete, and I can now give you.
The Aki clan advanced through the valley to respond to the Natsu
Actually, hold on. I'm kind of
attack,
curious.
and Jinmu hastened to
How far
join
back is the fire
Akiku
right
and
now?
his fellow samurai.
Like, how much do I need to be concerned? Because we are kind of clicking through this. Maybe it's actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Let's see how far back it goes. As I just kind of started booking it. It might be more interesting if there was like a hard mode. We have to go fast and the fights are tougher. Or there's more enemies or that kind of thing. Or the fights have more health. So, is it going now? It didn't even start moving then. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of weird. I guess, like... Okay, well now I know. For whatever reason, it didn't even start moving. Or maybe it did start moving, but it, like, reset somehow. I don't know. For whatever reason, it was never a problem until now. So that's how fast it moves. Okay, well, that's kind of interesting. Weird how it just didn't really become a thing until we went back to check it out. But anyway, yeah, so you unlock a couple extra modes, which is nice. There's also the archive. We can look at all the cool stuff we unlocked. Win a fight under the eye of a special moon. Take care of all the foxes. Rabbit mask. Play under a special moon. I wonder if that is like play a match, like a regular PvP match or like multiplayer match on a certain stage maybe. Or it's like beating the time challenge or something. Spectacles and of parry. Frost Demon. Destroy everything again and again. Strip his protege of her belongings. Beat 50 samurai. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's gonna be multiplayer stuff. Complete your journey quickly rather. There's the no reference exception, which of course has no description. Beat 5 samurai, 20. There's the error sword. Somewhere else in a row. 100, wow. First samurai of his belongings and slay him. Not sure what that's really getting at. Maybe it's related to the other challenges. Lasted more than 10 minutes, wow. Last second parry. Try to parry a fully charged attack. Well, we parried I guess it was mostly charged. Maybe you cannot parry a fully charged attack. Maybe that's the idea. A lot of achievements. Oh, when it gets her with her own weapon and mask. Oh, I see. So that's how you pull some of these off then. Get hit by the training dummies. Can you get hit by the... Oh, right. The ones at the beginning. Yeah. It's the firewall challenge. The one life challenge, yes. With lots of modifiers. Festive day. Find a spooky... Okay, so if you play on Halloween or Christmas, that makes more sense. Okay. So if you just jump into play, so we can play as a lot of characters. So if we play as a different character with a different mask, the blank mask, the bunny, I will be... I'll be this fella with... Where's the bunny? I want to be the bunny. There we go. And I want the error sword. There we go. Actually, hold on. What's the error mask look like? There we go. The no reference exception mask. There we go. We look like a robot. We'll save versus AI. Let's go AI hard. Yeah. Go against the original. There we go. See how hard this person is. It feels weird to be like swinging overhanded. Off to a good start. It's first best of 5, I guess. I feel like the range of what I'm used to is a little different. I don't know if it's the sort of the person, but it like there's like a difference in how far I'm able to reach. I feel like the reach is a lot shorter. Maybe it's got to get good. And at least take a single stock off this guy, you know? Just a single hit. Okay, at least we are in range there. Yeah, I feel like... Well, hold on. Yeah, if mine's fully charged... So yeah, the standard hit has a pretty limited range. We look so ridiculous. We look so out of place with this weird robot mask. And this sci-fi looking motherfucker sword. There we go, there's a hit. They gotta be really resourceful here to take a stock off this guy, or to take a hit off this guy. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, that he could have parried that pretty easily, but he chose not to. Can we win? Can we clutch? What's a retrieve from the clutches of defeat? Nope, not like that. One more and he's done. Or one more and I'm done. He's done with me. Oh. I panicked, thought he was rearing back to attack, and I was low on stamina. I was hoping he'd dodge into me like the other one did. Like the other ones. The other ones before him. Oh, shit. That was wrong. Oh, no, it was right. That was the right button. I thought I pressed the wrong button. I got scared. 3 out of 4. Oh, shit. Can we tie it up? Will it go to sudden death? Ooh, thought that was going to be closer. I was going to say, he was out of stamina. There was no way for him to go. Sudden death. Here we go. Seems like open with that attack. It rarely leads to good things. Ooh, that was a bold choice. Bold but foolish. I knew that was it. He was out of stamina. He was out of options. There it is. There it is. We bested a max level AI fella. There we go. All right, we've truly mastered this game. There we go. No, it's a good game. I like it. This is a very solid game. The gameplay is fun. I love the aesthetics so much. It's like the view of it's really nice. There's a lot of stages too. A lot of stages. They all look so pretty. Of course, a lot of them we, of course, would have seen in the story mode. There's a day-night cycle option. You can make a favorites list. Good stuff, dude. Yeah, just day, night, favorites, yeah. I like all of it. I like it all. Good stuff. Well, as much as I like this game, the one downside is that it is short. Hey, what's up, Stoats? Yeah, it's very good. I did like it. I still like it, even. I will be curious to hear how the online PvP stuff goes when that does become available sometime next month. So possibly in a few weeks, maybe a month from now. So I will be curious to hear how that goes. But I'm not a huge PvP guy myself. So I'm more of a single player guy when it comes to games like this a lot of the time.